Auzubillahiminashaitanirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. A very warm welcome to all of you. Dear students, hope you are well and doing great. The video on this topic, animal behavior, contain instructive and educational content that is both shareable and easy to retain. So let's start. Today we will discuss the topic animal behavior. Animal behavior includes the subtopics 4 approaches to animal behavior, proximate and ultimate causes, anthropomorphism, development of behavior, learning, control of behavior, communication, behavioral ecology, and social behavior. Animal behavior includes all the ways animals interact with other organisms and the physical environment, change in the activity of an organism in response to a stimulus, and external or internal cues or combo of cues. There are 4 approaches to animal behavior: comparative psychology, ethology, behavioral ecology, and sociobiology. Comparative psychology. It refers to the scientific study of the behavior and mental process of non-human animals. For example, chimpanzees have been used to infant development and language acquisition. Other animals used in comparative psychology for their higher intelligence include dolphins and the African grey parrot. Ethology is the study of animal behavior, usually with a focus on behavior under natural conditions and viewing behavior as an evolutionary adaptation trait. Its main goal is to investigation of behavior with the methods used in the natural sciences. It is a very rapidly growing field. For example, so-called filial imprinting. In this, a young animal inherits most of its behavior from its parent. Behavioral ecology is the study of evolutionary basis for animal behavior due to ecological pressure. For example, penguins herding in the Antarctic. Then sociobiology. It is a field of biology that aims to examine and explain social behavior in terms of evolution. For example, the theory of optimal foraging, which explains how animals use the least amount of energy to get maximum amount of food. There are some examples of 4 approaches of animal behavior. In first, comparative psychology, then behavioral ecology and sociobiology, and then ethology, and then behavioral ecology, and in the center the example of animal behavior. Then proximate and ultimate cause. A proximate cause is an event which is closest to or immediately responsible for causing some observed result. An ultimate cause is usually thought of as the real reason something occurred. For example, if a zebra is drinking at a water hole and all of a sudden it hears another zebra nearby make an alarm call, it may stop drinking immediately and start running away instead. The proximate cause is the immediate trigger for a behavior. The proximate cause of the zebra running away would be the alarm call, but the ultimate cause or real reason why the zebra is running is survival. It is running away because it wants to survive. The alarm call is not the source of danger, but the alarm call alerts the zebra that danger, such as a lion, may be nearby and the lion can threaten the zebra's chance to survive. Then anthropomorphism. In Greek, anthropos means man plus morph means form. The attribution of human characteristic or behavior to any other non-human entity in the environment. For example, dressing a Chihuahua dog as a baby or interpreting deities as human. And Winnie the Pooh and Simba from the movie The Lion King and Bagheera from the Jungle Book. There is a mouse who is reading a book as a human and show a anthropomorphic character. Then behavioral development. Behavioral development applies a behavioral analytical approach to the field of human development and behavioral changes across the lifespan. Maturation, instinct learning interactions, imprinting, learning and habituation. Maturation, it is the process of reaching a stage, full or advanced development. In other words, maturation is the process of maturating. It is not practiced or no experience. For example, a tail movement in frog embryos that are near hatching. There are some examples of maturation process in frog embryos. Next is instinct learning interactions. Instinct behavior is also known as an innate behavior. Is an action that immediately occurs on a trigger. For example, web making in spider, nest building in birds, fighting among male stickleback fish. Learned behavior is an action that the person learns through observation, education, or experience. For example, dogs typically sound an alarm call when threatened by a predator. Next is imprinting. Imprinting in psychobiology, a form of learning in which a very young animal fixing its attention on the first object with which has its visual, auditory, or tactile experience and thereafter follows that object. For example, sexual imprinting, when an animal learns to distinguish what an appropriate mate looks like to avoiding inbreeding, occur in goats, zebra finches, and pandas. There are examples of imprinting. Next is learning. Learned behaviors, even though they may have innate components or underpinnings, allow an individual organism to adapt to changes in the environment. Learned behaviors are modified by previous experiences. Types of learned behaviors are habituation, imprinting, classical conditioning, operant conditioning. Habituation is a form of non associative learning. It occurs when animals are exposed to the stimuli repeatedly and eventually stop responding to that stimulus. For example, rock squirrels are a commonly habituated animal in the park. If a person comes close trying to take a picture, the squirrel will scamper away. Next is classical conditioning, also known as Pavlovian conditioning. It is learning through association discovered by Ivan Pavlov. For example, a familiar example is conditioned nausea, in which the sight or smell of a particular food causes nausea because it caused stomach upset in the past. Stages of classical conditioning are before conditioning, during conditioning, and after conditioning. And some examples of classical conditioning are here. Next is instrumental conditioning, also known as trial and error learning. It is another term for operant conditioning, a learning process at first described by P.F. Skinner. In this, reinforcement punishment are used to either increase or decrease the probability that a behavior will occur again in the future. It is often used in animal training as well and without any patent reward. For example, training a dog to shake hands would involve offering a reward every time the desired behavior occurs. There are some examples of instrumental conditioning. Next is latent learning. Latent learning refers to knowledge that only becomes clear when a person has an incentive to display it. For example, a dog is in a room with a small gate to keep him from leaving. It is a form of cognitive learning. A monkey in a room trying to help itself by latent learning. Next is control of behavior. Internal mechanisms that include the nervous system and endocrine system to regulate animal behavior. Nervous system and endocrine system. Nervous system is a stimulus filter. Stimulus from these resources bombard each organism, block unimportant or irrelevant stimulus. For example, rhesus monkey, scientists implant electron in dominant male monkey's brain to electing or inhibiting aggression behavior. Other monkeys were trained to press the lever. When they press the lever, they send the message to inhibit aggression. There is a control of behavior by nervous system. Next is endocrine system. Related to hormones, receive input from hormones, connect to brain via neurons, for example, pituitary gland related to the hypothalamus. There are two effects of endocrine system. Number one is organizational effect and number two is activational effect. Organizational effects are permanent and occur early in development and have an effect on structural and functional, and it is not reversible. For example, sexual differentiation in mammals, testosterone as organizing effect on development of male behavioral receptor. Activational effects are transient and occur through life. Immediate effects of hormones that come and go with the presence of the hormone. For example, regulation of male attraction to female pheromones. There is a control of behavior by endocrine system. Next is communication. Animals communicate using signals which can include visual communication, acoustic communication, tactile communication, and chemical communication. Visual communication is the convenience of ideas and information in the form that can be seen. For example, include gestures, facial expressions, body postures, and coloration. For instance, chimpanzees communicate a threat by raising their arms, slapping the ground. Visual communication in bees. The worker bees communicate about food mainly by a dance language. Next is acoustic communication. Related to sound, commonly used by arthropods and vertebrates. Use is by expenditure of energy. For long distance signals used by animals such as birds, frogs, and some insects. For example, birds, frogs, and some insects use this type of to defend their territories and establish new territories, etc. Acoustic communication can be made to vary in frequency, amplitude, and periodicity. Next is tactile communication, which is due to touch. Physical contact between animals, antennae in invertebrates, and touch receptor on the skin functions in it. For example, birds preening the feathers of other birds and primates grooming each other. Information transmitted in the form of physical contact is called tactile communication. Antennae of ants, termites, and honeybees are involved in this process. Next is chemical communication. Related to smell, unicellular organisms with chemoreceptors can recognize members of their own species. Pheromones are used, olfactory receptors are also used, and differences in the chemical structure of pheromones may be directly related to their function. Advantages are simple message lasts for hours or days, are effective night or day, may be transported and expend low energy, and can pass around objects. For example, many animals leave their scent to make territory or attract mates. There are some examples of chemical communication that pheromones intercepted by antennae. There is a different measurements that what is the range, what is the ease of locating source, what is going around obstacles, what is the speed, and what is the persistence. Next is behavioral ecology. It is the study of the evolutionary basis for animal behavior due to some type of ecological pressure. The study of how animal behavior develops, evolves, and contributes to survival and reproductive success. Behavioral ecology describes how animals select their habitat, how and what type of food they get, and the way in which behavior can influence population biology. Habitat selection, foraging behavior specialist and generalist. Habitat selection refers to the all of the rules used by organisms or animals to choose among places or habitats. There are main five habitats: forest, grasslands, deserts, mountain and polar regions, and aquatic habitats. For example, woodland deer mice may be constrained to live in forests rather than fields because they do not have ability to tolerate high temperature of the field. Animals that move freely across habitat and exercise selectively in their location can influence community patterns through habitat selection. Animal movement is adapted to specific habitats. For example, smooth green snake has no legs, lives in fields where plants provide shelter. Next is foraging behavior, the process of locating the food resources. For searching of a food material, animals do not calculate their food energy budget in it. Animals face different problems in choosing their decisions. For example, hummingbirds and other mowed species of bees that visit clumps of flowers to obtain nectar must make each of these decisions. Owls that forage for small rodents in different habitats, including fields and forests, must make similar decisions. The first situation is occurs when foraging in a group is beneficial and brings greater rewards known as an aggregation economy. The second situation occurs when a group of animals forage together, but it may not be in an animal's best interest to do so, known as a dispersion economy. There are some examples of foraging behavior. The types of foraging are: solitary foraging is when animals find, capture, and consume their prey alone, and group foraging is animals when find, capture, and consume prey in the presence of other individuals. Next is specialist and generalist. A specialist species can thrive only in a narrow range of environmental conditions or has a limited diet. A generalist species is able to thrive in a wide variety of environmental conditions and can make us a variety of different resources. Smaller range of tolerance, and there is a larger range of tolerance. There are some examples of generalist versus specialist. Next is social behavior. The interaction between two or more individuals, usually of the same species, simply when they form aggregations, engage in disputes over territory and access to mates. For example, sharing meal and conversations, etc. Next, living in groups. Animals' population is often organized or divided into groups. Groups of animals may form aggregations. Advantage of living in groups are: can share meal, can defend against predator, cooperative hunting, and can gain protection from the elements. And disadvantages are: competition for resources occur, rapidly spreading of diseases among animals, interference between individuals with regard to reproduction and rearing of young. Next is agonistic behavior, territories, and dominance hierarchies. Agonistic behavior, it is any social behavior related to the fighting. It includes threats, displays, retreats, placation, and conciliation. For example, a dog shows aggression by baring its teeth, growling, and its back hairs stand on end. Territory. Animals use agonistic behaviors to defend their territories or area against other animals. Territorial behaviors are the methods by which an animal or group of animals protects its territory from incursions by other of its species. Next is dominance hierarchies. In this, a group of organisms are organized from which some members of the group have greater access to resources, such as food or mates. Next is altruism. In this type, an individual sacrifices some of its own productive potential to benefit another individual. For example, a well-known example is occur in societies of hymenopteran insects such as honeybees. Kind selection, it explains how selection acting on related animals can affect the fitness of an individual. This proposed by William Hamilton. Altruism derived from French altruis meaning other people and Latin alter meaning other. And explanation of altruism is also here. And the kind selection was coined by Maynard Smith, also known as inclusive fitness theory. And the example of kind selection are also here. Thanks to all of you for hearing me, and Allah Hafiz.